Hey guys, how's it going? It's Caleb with Poseidon Pressure Washing. Last video, I kind of showed a little bit of the stuff that I got in. I did a little bit of an unboxing video, showed the hose reels and the pressure washer, stuff like that. I just got this 275 gallon water tank, which is pretty sweet. It's pretty big. It takes up a good chunk of the trailer, but honestly, that's kind of why I got the double axle trailer, as I wanted to be able to have a lot of weight. I'm gonna fill this thing all the way up with water. There's times where I go to houses where there's a well or something and the water pressure is pretty bad. So if I know I'm going to a well, I can just fill this up at the job before and drive it without a problem. So that was a big reason for getting the double axle trailer. I also have a 50-gallon bleach tank. So between the bleach tank and the water tank, it'll be like 275, 50. It'll be like 325 gallons. That's a lot of weight. But yeah, so in this video, we're going to be putting together the hose reels. Yeah, I think I'm going to mount them right here on the floor, and I'm going to build a little wood platform. So I'm going to lift it up maybe 10 inches, and the reason behind that is these electric hose reels, the button's like all the way down the bottom, so I just feel like over time, bending over every day is going to be annoying for that lower one. So I'm going to just lift it up like 10 inches off the ground. And then also I'm going to have like a little platform that extends out to the side here. So that way I can mount my Flow Pro right next to it. And then I will just use the hose reel for storage for the pressure hose. And I'll just unreel it, plug it right into the Flow Pro, start up, and be ready to go. So yeah, let's build that platform and see how it goes. You know, you got to make do with what you got. I don't have a speed square, so how I lost mine, so I'm just using this little bracket to mark my cuts. This is not very level, but we're gonna make it work. That's actually level down. Okay. All right. All right, here's what I got so far. I'm just gonna put boards all the way across the top to fill this up to make it a good solid decking. And then I believe the studs, if I can see the screws on the floor, are here. So I'm probably just gonna get self-tapping screws and put these right over top of where the studs are on the floor and just go straight into the studs. So I think that's how I'll secure it. Mount the reels obviously on top of here. And then I'm kind of worried about how top heavy it's going to be, so I might put a board up against the wall mounted into the frame and then somehow attach, maybe like use a U-hook or something to attach it up here just so it doesn't swing side to side. But yeah, that's where we're at so far. All right, that's like way longer than I wanted it to, but let me show you what we're working with. Got this little stand. I put so many screws in this thing. This thing's not going anywhere, so let's see how it looks with the hose reel on it. It's not looking half bad. I think that's all she wrote for tonight, though. It's getting late, it's getting cold, but tomorrow I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna punch these holes out and put bolts through them, I think. Or something. Yeah, I gotta figure that out. I guess I'm gonna have to slide this over if I wanna get bolts through because of this piece of wood right here. Or just get a really long bolt. I think I can slide that over and get away with it. And then, yep, I'll mount the Flow Pro right there so I can plug right into it. Sweet. All right, it's the next day. This took significantly longer than I thought it was going to. So I got self-tapping screws that go into the frame. Yeah, this isn't going anywhere. My only concern I may have messed up is this is not pressure treated lumber. And I'm realizing that now after I've tapped it into the frame. So yeah, I guess I can seal it. I'm definitely not taking it apart after all this. Yeah, so these are all the hose reels. They're electric, so that's going to be sick. I'm excited about that. I got to wire those up. Anybody who's put together Titan hose reels before, comment if you've had this issue. But for these mounting brackets, right, you have these mounting brackets and they're great. They seem to be doing their job, but installing them took absolutely forever. So on these electric ones here, you have this plate that covers up the whatever this is, and you got to take the plates or take these bolts out to put them on there, but then you got to, like, in order to get the nuts, you got to like balance it on your finger and try to get it in there while you're twisting it. And I don't know, there's no easy way to get your hand in there to get those nuts on the bolts. Like, you come over here, there's no way to access it from this side, so you're literally just trying to balance it on your fingers, and it took absolutely forever. This probably took me like 2 hours just to assemble the hose reels, which, like, I don't know, was not anticipating that, but this thing's really sturdy. Now that it's all together, I'm probably going to put something on the wall here just so it has a little bit extra stability, but honestly pretty happy with how it came out so far. Looks like, I'm pretty sure, I don't know, it looks like it's facing the wrong way, but the buttons are on the other side. You can see, yeah, buttons are here, so pretty sure I did it the right way. We'll get it wired up. We'll see how it works, but pretty excited with how that came out. So to make this more secure, well, let me step back. I took this 2x4, and you can see where the studs are because of where the screws are on the wall. So I tapped this 2x4 into the studs, so that thing's super secure. And then what I did here is I took a 2x4 and just screwed it into this one, and then I took a 3-inch lag bolt, so that's through both of these, and then I got whatever this thing is called here, so that way there's going to be no side-to-side play. It's a little bit of wobble back and forth, but like very minimal, but I figure that way it'll just be more secure. It'll make sure it doesn't sway side to side, and if something ever does break free, it'll keep it from tipping over. So yeah, we'll see how it holds up, but I mean, there's enough screws in this thing to fortify a small castle or something, I don't know. But yeah, it seems like it's gonna hold up. As far as the wiring goes, I just got 6 gauge, so it's pretty thick, and I'm daisy chaining them. So I got the solenoid that's daisy chained to this reel, that's daisy chained to this one, and I'm gonna get the negatives put up in just a second and then get it wired to the battery. So I'm just using a razor to cut off the insulation, and then I'm just crimping on these bits. I'm not using heat shrink, mainly because I don't have any. I'm just wrapping them in electrical tape. I'm not an electrician by any means. I have no idea if I sent that a little too hard, but it's on there, it's not coming off, and it looks like it's a good connection, so hopefully that'll work. Looks pretty clean to me. All right, so I got everything wired up. Positive, negative, all the way down, daisy chained to this 12-volt marine battery. I got a little fuse here. You can pop that. It's waterproof. I'm going to probably put something over here. I'm going to clean up the cables, but just testing everything now. Yeah, I have not tested this out yet, so this is the moment of truth. Test the button. Let's see if it works. Let's go. Yeah. Sweet. All right. I am stoked.